We'll give this a little bit of time for people to show up and hop in. Hello, 1 mystery viewer, 2 mystery viewers, 3 mystery viewers. Oh wow, I'm on a roll. Oh yeah, this will be showing up eventually. Don't you wait, or don't you worry. I cannot English today. I'm so sorry. It is Friday and I'm like tired as hell, especially after making that one video last night dealing with OneDrive problems on my gaming computer. Oh my god. So I literally just got back from the grocery store down the street, and they had Mountain Dew Baja Blast, so I was telling people on my Discord that I was going to go down and get some Mountain Dew, but they didn't have any reasonable 12 packs on sale, so go figure. But I just figured I'd give a couple minutes so that way we get the stream, you know, at least started, make sure it's working, make sure people can come in and join if they want to join, if they can't join, and whatnot. So yeah, and then after that we'll get the show on the road. What I do need to do actually, before I get started with anything, I need to launch image burn, because unfortunately I don't have the right optical drive inside of this custom build computer at the moment to where the optical drive will work, because unfortunately the power supply that's in this case right now unfortunately does not have more than one SATA power lead. It only has one SATA power lead, which only has 2 connectors on it, and if I want to connect the hard drive and the optical drive at the same time, it's like impossible at the moment. So unfortunately I'm going to have to install Vista Ultimate over USB, which is not a big deal. I've done it before, it works just fine. It's just, you know, I have the disc right here, so it kind of sucks that I can't use my disc because I don't have a working optical drive, because I can't plug it in without screwing all the cable management up and probably potentially causing a fire hazard. So I'll have to real quickly run image burn and rip this disk to an ISO, and then I can then write that with Rufus to a USB stick, and then after I've had my fun with Linux, then we can install Windows Vista on this computer, get the drivers installed, get Service Pack 2 installed, and we should have, at least for the moment, a Windows Vista computer. So that's my plan. I'm not sure, again, I think I was talking about this in a prior video, where I don't know if I'm going to keep this computer inside of the case that it's in, because I got that Pentium 4 recently, that Pentium 4 custom build, and I want to potentially put this hardware inside of that case, because this is actually a pretty nice motherboard. You know, given all the shit that I say about Asus motherboards, this one's actually not that bad. So I might actually put it into another case that's actually a little better condition than the one that it's in right now, and actually do a better job of assembling a computer inside of a case. So I'm not sure. I might potentially use, like I was mentioning, this black case down here on the floor, but I also am thinking about other possibilities for cases and hardware as well. I'd like to get a different power supply though, because if I'm going to be honest, the one that's in there right now is not probably sufficient enough for what I want to do, given the fact that it only has that one SATA power lead situation going on. So I'd like to switch out the power supply, which may or may not potentially mean that that is going to be on hold, because I'm not sure what kind of power supplies I have. I have a power supply which probably came out of an HP XW4300. It's a little taller than the standard power supply height, which makes sense because that's the same thing that's going on inside of my HP XW6600, is it has a slightly taller than normal power supply, and it won't fit in a standard ATX case. I've tried. So I don't feel like, at least at the moment, if I don't have to, I don't feel like modifying a case to have to make one of those power supplies fit, because it would work, but unfortunately I just don't have a case I can put the power supply in, and that kind of sucks. So I'm gonna have to make something work. So yeah. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be off camera for a second. I gotta put this Windows Vista disk in my computer real quick. And get image burn going, because this is the 64-bit Windows Vista disk, and so it's going to take at least 10 minutes probably to do a successful rip of the 64-bit disk, because there's like 3.3 gigs worth of data. So yeah. Yeah, I would absolutely love to go back to 8.1, honestly. 8.1 is actually pretty damn good still, even to this day. The only problem with that is because, well, not that I couldn't run 8.1 on my computer, because it's perfectly supported. It's just an FX 8350 with 16 gigs of RAM and a 1050 Ti. So it's perfectly supported under 8.1. The only problem is the fact that I actually use apps from the Windows Store, which is what's preventing me from actually downgrading my operating system. Otherwise, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I really would. I'd go out onto eBay, buy one of those cheap Windows 8.1 Pro licenses, and just drive it on the system, and I'd be happy. But as things go, that's just how it is right now. Fortunately, it looks as if I can, like, for the moment, I can still use my computer. It's not unusable. It's just that, unfortunately, I'm having to deal with a lot of having to go through C, users, JWoolery, and then go to the folder I want to go to have to find my files. So, okay. So what I want to do, I want to create image file from disk. It is bootable. I want it in ISO format. I want it to do this at 4 speed. And then I want to make it on the desktop. And I want to say this is Vista SP0 underscore x64.iso. And go. Okay, so now we can go ahead and let image burn do its thing. Because again, that's probably going to take about 10 minutes. And we can go ahead and begin. I have Ubuntu already on this USB stick, ready to go. Windows 7's okay. But unfortunately nowadays, it's just become it's kind of become the XP problem that we don't want. Which is unfortunate because Windows 7's a pretty decent OS, but it's kind of, like I mentioned, just it's turning into the XP that we don't want. Because it's tending to get a little slow, updates tend to not work, and Microsoft doesn't test them for some stupid reason. That's tending to be a problem nowadays. And there's just a lot of inconsistencies between what app supports what APIs is going to go to what operating system, the sort. There's no consistency between any of the operating systems right now. So, yeah. This actually does start up pretty quickly, I have to say. For just a live USB stick thing, it boots up surprisingly quickly. And it looks as if it has the proper video driver installed for the video card, which in this case is a Radeon HD 6350, I believe it is, inside this system. It was an OEM Dell card that I just happened to get for, like, cheap. So, yeah. In terms of all the Linuxes, this one's the most user-friendly in my opinion. It's alright. I wouldn't use it as my daily, but it's alright. So, I forget what CPU this computer has. Honest to God, I don't remember what it has in it. This has a Phenom 9850 quad-core with 4 GB of RAM. And obviously nowadays, Ubuntu has gone completely 64. Okay, sorry, I had to... I think, are we live? I'm not sure. Okay, now we're live. Okay, sorry about that. My grandmother just called and totally interrupted the stream, so my apologies for that. I was not expecting that. So anyways, let's continue. I should have actually started the stream here on the S7, but I didn't think to because, well, personally, I just think the Android app for YouTube is just not nearly as good when it comes to live streaming because the autofocus tends to be broken. So, as things go. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get to installing Ubuntu long-term support. I actually do intend on using this at some point on some of my computers. I might actually find a use for this. I'm thinking I want to try this in particular on my Optiplex 755 ultra small form factor. I want to install third-party software. Now, what's also cool is you can do normal installation or minimal installation. This is one of the new features of Ubuntu 18.04, was this switch here on the setup, which allows you to, well, call for one thing if you want to. That's up to you. Well, it also lets you choose if you want to save space during installation and just install web browser and basic utilities. You don't have to have like the Office software and the games and other things like that. So I like that choice for lower storage computers or older, slower computers, but yeah. Although the problem was that because this is 64-bit only, which makes sense going into the future given that Ubuntu is starting to make everything 64-bit only, and a lot of Linux software is going 64-bit only for compatibility reasons. I do think that it's going to be a problem for some older computers. Like, for example, I have that that Dell Inspiron Zeno HD sitting over there, which really shouldn't be up there, but whatever. And that machine has a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core processor. It is 64-bit, which is all right. It runs Windows 10 just fine, but I do fear that going into the future, because of its weak CPU, it's going to really affect a lot of the 64-bit performance you would expect out of an operating system, which is going to be a bit of a problem. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and erase disk and install Ubuntu, and I'm not going to bother with anything else. I'm just going to erase it and install, because it's going to get erased back to NTFS anyway when I install Windows Vista. And besides, I'm not sure if I'm going to be even keeping the hard drive in this computer because it's a 160 gig Western Digital. I'm just using it to dink around with Linux right now. It works just fine, and I could probably use it in Vista. It'd probably have enough space, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I had thoughts of wanting to try to dig around and see if I had some other hard drives and potentially do like a 2 hard drive setup. Not necessarily RAID in the case of this particular system. I just want like a boot drive with all my software and maybe most recently used like games or something, or games that I know would load quicker on a local drive rather than an external or a secondary drive, and then just have a secondary drive for all the other stuff that I want to put on. So it just, you know, it's going to be a little bit cumbersome at first, but it probably would make sense, assuming that, you know, all my stuff that I'm going to be installing for the most part is going to come from Steam when it comes to games. So just put my first name on there. System product name, that's my favorite computer name. Ugh, blown out exposure. I love system product name as my computer name. It's great. Oh, excuse me. So, okay. I'll just call this Vista-PC1. That way it actually has some kind of a valid name. I'm not sure why the exposure is doing that. I imagine I'll probably turn the brightness down on this monitor. That was the auto button. Whoops. Let me change the brightness on this monitor. Yeah, turn that down a little bit for the camera. And then password, I'll have to type that in real quick. And then I want it to log on automatically, that's fine. Fast and full of new features, the latest version of Ubuntu makes computing easier than ever. Here are just a few cool new things to look out for. I forget what the exact name of this distro is. I know it's got a beaver in the name, but I forget what the hell the rest of the name is. I know it has beaver in it, but I don't remember what the hell the rest of it was. That just shows you how good my memory works in a nutshell. So, anyway. While that installs, I'll go ahead and ask Steven's question here about, do you like Linux Mint? And the answer to that is actually yes. I have tried Linux Mint in the past, and I actually really liked it. I would almost go to the point of saying that I would take it over Ubuntu or other Linux distributions if I were to personally install Linux for myself. Although I'm not sure. I'd debate about that over Ubuntu or Linux Lite, in my opinion. And I'd probably take Linux Lite just for the sheer performance and the fact that I'd probably want to learn how to use the terminal and other applications myself, so that way in the event that I go to an easier Linux distribution but I have to fix a problem, I'll know what to do. But Ubuntu would be nice just for the sake of conveniences. But Linux Mint's pretty solid overall. I have to say it's a very nice Linux distribution, and I'd personally use it if I needed something like that. So, I don't know. It's downloading stuff from the internet, so hopefully it doesn't kill the stream. I think it's downloading like critical updates or something in drivers and other things. Yeah, there are some critical updates it had to download apparently right there, so good thing it got those done. I did initially try this actually in a virtual machine, and I got to look over a couple of things. Unity is, for the most part, the same. I know they did facelift the little dock here, which is nice. They changed the little Ubuntu thing up there to have the little apps icon down in the lower left, which personally looks a little bit better. In my opinion, it looks a little better. And, yeah. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Well, I guess we'll see what's happening over here on the big computer. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my phone, actually. Deepin OS. Yes, I have heard of it. I've downloaded it, I think. I don't remember when I did. But I never really made a video on it. I should at some point. I really do want to check out Deepin OS. It'd be an interesting video. I know that I watched Michael MJD's video on Deepin Linux, and it really does look appealing, but I have to find a time to do that video so that way I can present it. And I have to find some kind of old system that I can run it on too, because unfortunately it's also like Ubuntu and it's 64-bit only. And apparently this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was, because it looks as if having 4 speed, it was not enough because it's stuck at 3 speed now on the reading. So it's taking a little longer, but that's fine. I don't really mind. As long as it makes a good high quality image, that's fine by me. So yeah, I think right now it's installing all those critical updates while it installs. It's also removing some of the stuff that it has by default, like gparted. So if you wanted gparted, you have to install that yourself, apparently. Why they do that, I don't know. It's actually a pretty useful utility, but I guess it's just a feature of the live image that they don't give you on a standard install to save disk space, which, whatever. I look like ass. I look so tired. I really do. I look so unprepared for the stream. But it is what it is. I think Mom's home. Dog's running to the door, so I think Mom's home. Not sure yet. Because normally she likes to watch Netflix, and of course Netflix kills the internet, so. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so glad it's Friday. I actually got let out early from my work site because there was like nothing going on, and I was like, thank God. Because I was just sitting there in our little office and just sitting there playing CSR2 because there's nothing going on. The phones are silent. There's just no tickets coming in on the system, and yeah, it was actually pretty boring today. So apparently next week, according to my supervisor, we're supposed to be deploying some more computers out on the network to replace some older ones, some older Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 PCs we're supposed to be replacing with Windows 10 systems, apparently. So we'll have to see how that goes. A little screen dimmed, so that's always nice. I never really did understand what the point is of this lock screen thing. There's no reason for it to be there. It's like pulling a Windows 8 and 10 for that matter. Oh, whatever. I guess if you're running on a tablet, it would probably make sense. Like, for example, if I were to run it on my Windows tablet, it would make sense. But, whatever. Actually, you know something funny that was happening when I was testing this initially was that the networking icon had a question mark in it, yet the internet still worked. So that was kind of funny. Oh, apparently now it's downloading packages. Huh. Probably gonna make people dizzy in the viewing audience doing that, so I probably shouldn't. While that's configuring its random things, I'm gonna go ahead and plug my phone back in so I don't have to deal with it dying later. Yay, installation is finished. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart. And unplug the USB stick. God damn it, dropped it on the floor. That's useful. Anyway. Let's see how long it takes to boot up here. First boot, anyway. We'll see how long it takes for a first boot. Ah, fuck. I forgot. Forgot to turn the sound down. That scared the shit out of me. For real. We know that image burn's done. Ah, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're leaving something running in the background, turn the volume down. Oh, God. And we're here at the desktop. Okay, sweet. Well, it actually didn't take too terribly long to boot up. Windows 11. Okay, so here we are. Let's see what it comes with out of the box here. Okay, so we got LibreOffice, we have a Minesweeper game, we got Shotwell, we have Cheese, we have Amazon for some reason, some kind of solitaire game. Oh god, we got the out-of-box experience. This is also another new thing right here, is this new what's new in Ubuntu screen, which kind of shows you what the user interface elements are like, because they're slightly different. And I think Ubuntu's come with Amazon since like 14.04. I'm not sure. Anywho, I'm not going to worry about live patch because I'm actually going to set that up on dedicated systems when I have a canonical account created, which I don't right now. Let's go and open up the Software Center. Sure, why not? Oh, wow. That opened pretty much instantly. Not bad. Now, one thing they changed was these buttons used to be hidden up here in the top left when you had a window maximized. Now it's over here like Windows, so that's pretty cool. It's more familiar, I guess, to people who are new to Ubuntu or Linux in general. The stupid thing is you still have to resize Windows from the lower right, which sucks, but whatever. So, yeah. Anywho, so let's go ahead and see what we can do here first. I don't feel like installing Skype. There's no point in that. I am curious to try Discord, though. Let's see how long it takes to download and install that. Of course, this does include downloading it and installing it at the same time. And it's nice that they have this built in. You don't have to go to the Discord website and download the client. Man, for a computer that's nearly 10 years old, that is not bad. Well, given the Sentry Scam internet that I'm on right now as well, that's also doing a live stream. That's pretty impressive. That is not bad at all. And within, I'd say, probably a minute, we are... Oh, almost. I'm speaking too soon here. I'm probably pushing this computer a little too much in terms of my patience levels when it comes to installing stuff from the software center. It's probably literally installing it right now. And there we go. So about a minute, and we got Discord downloaded and installed, so let's go ahead and launch it. Let's see how long it takes to launch. I am surprised, though, that the drivers for the Radeon HD 6350 are built in, and they're actually accelerated to at least some degree, so that's kind of nice. Alright, well, the hard drive light's on full time right now. It's not slowing down, so that bright red LED you see in the middle of your screen is the hard drive light, and it was practically on full solid, wasn't even blinking. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably doing software update downloading in the background as I'm speaking. It's probably doing security update downloads. So I don't know if it even launched. Try launching it again. Well, while it launches, then we'll let's go ahead and see what else there is here. Oh, there it goes. I just wasn't paying attention. A very slick user interface. They have changed it a little bit. It looks pretty nice. And there we go. Oh god, it's probably going to launch Firefox now. Oops. Now I gotta wait for Firefox to launch because, of course... Get out of here. I don't want Firefox open right now. Yes, close tabs. You're at a track meet? Oh, jeez. I must be that special if somebody's watching my live stream at a track meet. Man, I feel honored. Anyway, I'm not going to bother signing in because I'm not keeping this install. Oh, that's cool how the user interface goes opaque when you have a window maximized. It's kind of like Vista in that regard. That's kind of cool. Attention to detail. Attention to detail. So. Well, this one has old screenshots because the buttons for navigation are up on the top left, whereas now they're up on the top right. So, all hail Windows Vista, the best OS ever. No, if there's going to be any kind of best Windows operating system ever, it has to be Windows Millennium Edition. Without a doubt, it has to be Windows Millennium Edition. And don't you dare try to change my mind. Windows ME is the best. And you know it. You just don't want to admit it. I'll shut up now. Okay, so my test that I want to perform is... Oh, there's my stream right there. Huh, self-promotion. So what I want to try now, I want to see if this can play a 1080p video and not drop, well, minimal frame drops. So I want to, real quick, I want to open up a task manager of some kind. Oh yeah, this is another new feature in Ubuntu 18.04, is this little notifications panel. But I want to open up some kind of system monitor. Every distro of Linux has a different name for their task manager thing, which I'm not a fan of. Makes it really confusing to figure out what it is. I mean, you can judge it based on the icon, but meh. Okay. Well, it looks as if it's not liking that. Alright, well, while it tries to figure something out... Oh, well, I spoke too soon, of course. Go figure. So let's go ahead and open up Firefox here. Pop it in 1080p. It's probably going to kill the network because CenturyLink The specs of this machine for the SPC Kalamazoo person who's asking, this is an AMD Phenom 9850 quad core with 4 gigs of RAM and an AMD Radeon HD 6350 graphics card. Basically the bottom of the barrel OEM Dell card that, you know, isn't really that special. And it's 4 gigs of DDR2 memory, by the way. This is only an AM2 Plus system. So, yeah, you can see there's all 4 cores there. Memory usage isn't unreasonable, I have to say. It's really not that bad. Although, I will give the hats off to Linux Lite for memory usage because, oh my god, Linux Lite is just amazing when it comes to memory usage. It's just impressive at how well optimized that particular distro of Linux is. So, yeah. Alright. Let me make sure the sound is at a reasonable level and let's get going. I expect this to work. Oh, sounds too low. Hang on, let me turn the volume up. Oh, weird. That little thing's jiggling around when I dink with the volume. Shameless self-promotion once again. It is leaning on the CPU a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit. It is leaning on the CPU a lot more than I was expecting it to, especially on Core 3. It's really hitting hard on it. Although I guess it's spreading the load between all the different cores. It's actually spreading the load so it doesn't like totally suck up on one core and probably hang the system. So it does not appear to be accelerating the video in the graphics card. I don't know if that's actually supported at the driver level in Ubuntu with this particular card. But it seems as if the CPU is able to cope with 1080p video just fine. Just barely, though. Man, look at that spike up to 100 right there on Core 2. Oof. So, this system for now can still play 1080p with the CPU, apparently, but it is just barely able to do it. Oh my god. That graph is everywhere. That's crazy. Whoops, I hit the button again for the software center. Whoops. Man, that is crazy. So, alright. So, before I get too carried away, where's that Ubuntu disk? Actually, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this Kingston stick right here, actually. And we're going to real quickly make that, Windows Vista 64-bit disk image. I gotta find Rufus here. And run as administrator. And then we get the show on the road. I'm sorry if my mouth keeps snapping a little bit. I tend to do that. It's my bad. It's a habit of mine, so my apologies for all the noises in the stream. That's just a bad habit that I haven't knocked yet, so my apologies. And there we go. Alright, I gotta close Explorer before it bitches at me. Because otherwise it'll error me out and say, oh, this device isn't used by the Windows Explorer, and it fails the whole operation. So, probably don't want to have that happen. Well, in the meantime, is there anything real quick that I can do with Ubuntu before we go ahead and install Windows Vista? Anybody in the audience have any suggestions? I mean, I don't know. I mean, good old Beaver here in the background. Destroy it. That'd be too easy, though, man. That'd be too easy. I gotta have at least a little bit of fun with Linux every once in a while. You can't just be that mean to it. Well, I guess what we can try is we can try some of the internal programs, like the LibreOffice. We'll see how long it takes for that to launch. Oh no, somebody joined the voice chat. Oh no. Okay, I know who it is, okay. That's like, I was trying to figure out who was joining the voice chat, but I didn't have my Discord window open. Can it play DVDs? Well, I unfortunately can't answer that question because the DVD drive's not plugged in on this computer at the moment, so... yeah. But, I mean, if I were to... oh, he left the voice chat, well, damn. But if I were to plug in a DVD drive and have VLC installed, then probably... I mean, a system like this, which is just about 10 years old, probably would be able to do it just fine. Because back when these things were new, they were able to play DVDs just fine. So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to play DVDs. Although, I should say that I don't want to try risking YouTube's copyright system because they could potentially have some fun with my live stream if they find a DVD movie in there, so I probably don't want to push my luck. So, whatever. Okay, let's try some other stuff. I think we'll try opening up Shotwell. We'll see how long that takes. Yeah, I really don't need a copyright strike. Oh, wow, that was quick. Not bad. I mean, for a 10-year-old, nearly 10-year-old computer, man, this is actually very responsive. I gotta say, this is not bad at all. What is this Remina? Yes, indeed, it does have a floppy drive for 8-bit potato. There's a floppy drive right there, and it does work, I believe. I haven't tested it yet, actually. I should probably do that. Okay, well. Well, if this is a time for me to have screwed up on my build, it's now. Let's see if I hooked up the floppy drive and got it working correctly. File manager. Floppy disk. And that's correct. That disk is blank, so floppy drive is working. So cool. Cool. Unmount the floppy disk. So, ever tried to crash the OS by mounting the... I should try that. That's the VOS life trick. I should try that, actually. Aw, you can't do it in this. It doesn't let you do that. It only displays one dialogue. Damn it, they learned from him. I was gonna try crashing the operating system. Okay. Well, I had my fun. I was asked to join, let's see, what's this? Ah, damn it. Oh, well, I can't expand that notification for some reason. MSWEPC. Do you agree to read the pin post containing rules? Can I back out of that and go back to it later? I don't want to necessarily join right now. Okay, cool. I can come back to this. Sweet. Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay. I need more people in the voice chat, damn it. Somebody needs to join the voice chat. Wireless USB card. Oh man, I bet you the compact down there would love that. What's the Discord? Let me bring up an invite link here. Hang on. If you want an invite link, use that code. This is kind of like a self-promo, so if you want to join the Discord, now's your chance. I'll leave this up here for at least a little bit. Never use Discord. I want to start it now. I will make you join my Discord server, and you will like it. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. I'm not that big of an asshole. I'm not gonna force some people to join just because I'm self-promoting my server. But can I run Minecraft? You know, that is actually a legitimate question. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't have a dedicated Minecraft thing that I can download, because I had never bought the standalone Minecraft client. I only have the Windows 10 version, because when I was a Windows Insider and they had the Minecraft for Windows 10 thing as a beta, they actually ended up giving it to me for free, which was quite nice. So I got a free copy of Minecraft for Windows 10 and I never had to buy it. So that was quite nice of Microsoft. But obviously that's Windows 10. This is not, Windows, this is Linux. So, so anyway. But I suppose there's actually I believe there's a Linux port of Minecraft. I don't see why not. I think this thing should be able to run it just fine. That's actually a good question. Oh. No, I never bought the original Java edition. It's in the Linux store. Hang on, there's a Minecraft.net demo thing here. Let me load that up real quick. Yeah, there's no official, like, oh god. I also got another group invite link. I guess I'll look at this real quick. Hang on. Oh, okay, I was just invited into it. Okay. Yeah, true. True that. I have to agree on that one. Okay. So, there's no demo for Linux, but I'm going to go ahead and go to the Software Center like people were suggesting, and I'll search it up there. Aha! There we are. I hope this is the right one. I'll give it a shot. It's probably going to take a little bit, so I'm going to come back to it. And I'll just come back to my ugly face in the meantime. Rufus is not yet done. Well, we're about to find out if it does work. It's at 75% installing, so... I'm getting a lot of comments on my latest video, actually, the one about OneDrive. Let me grab my S7 here and I'll start loading some. I'll check that out real quick. Hang on. I have to pull up the right YouTube channel, of course. I've been getting a lot of comments, though, in general. Okay. Well, it installed, so bottoms up. Let's see what happens. You know what's sad, actually, is I used to have my Dell Inspiron 1526. Well, unfortunately, the motherboard in that machine died, so it doesn't boot anymore, which is unfortunate. But what do you expect for a 10-year-old computer? Apparently does have free Minecraft. I was not expecting that, but I guess it does. I'm expecting it to make me like have a Mojang account, which I don't have one. So I don't know how well that's gonna work out. I need my Mountain Dew. What? Baja Blast is one of my favorite flavors of Mountain Dew. Yeah, I still use XP and Vista too on actually a regular basis. Alright, looks like it's downloading all the things it needs from the Java launcher. Yep, called it. Wants a Mojang account. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I suppose I could. Alright. Well, give me just a second. I'll go ahead and I'll set my phone down and I'll start typing this stuff out. Date of birth, 22 October 1999. Don't save password. Oh, goody, verification email. Y6W7. And okay. Okay, good. The Windows Vista disk image is good to go. So now I have my install media. Oh, the website's chugging. That's not a good sign. I don't know. I'll try logging in on the launcher here. It actually let me start the demo. That's cool. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll play the demo here, and we'll let it download all of the needed things. So yes, I actually can download the demo and have it work, so that's cool. So God, if there's one soft drink I like, it's Baja Blast. Seriously, not a promotion for Mountain Dew, of course, but or not a paid promotion for Mountain Dew, of course, but still, it is honestly that good. I just wish it wasn't always a Taco Bell exclusive. Hell, I remember when they were doing the whole Mountain Dew. God, what the hell is it? Yeah, okay, I remember the name now. It was the Mountain Dew Pitch Black versus Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Alright, so far so good. Sweet! Well, at the very least, OpenGL seems to work. And we'll just create a creative world for the moment. Nothing fancy. Mountain Dew, come sponsor me. You know, dude, if that actually happened, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I have no idea what resolution this is running at. I'm going to assume it's not very high. But, let's see. It really sucks that I don't have a tripod, because otherwise I'd be able to do more. Alright, let's see what settings we're set at here. Oh, excuse me. That is just disgusting. So, let's go ahead and maximize this. Let's do 8 chunks render distance. We'll do minimal particles. We'll just do fast clouds. Graphics can be fancy, sure, why not? F3 for FPS reading. Oh, well, I have to be in the game for that, of course. We are getting 59, 41, 50 FPS. Now, keep in mind, this is a AMD Radeon HD 6350 512 megabyte. So this is by no means a fast graphics card. But with 8 chunks render distance and... let me move out to a different area here. Oh, wow. Well, VSync is keeping a perfect 60. Not bad. Oh, we'll let it render some more of the area here. Alright. Alright, not bad. Oh, it's choking on the grass and the trees, of course, because that's what these things like to do. Horsey! Give me the horsey. I'm not able to play this with one hand. I really cannot. I mean, if one wanted to turn the settings down some more and turn the graphics down from fancy, it's not the worst. You could totally play this, actually. I'm quite surprised. That's not bad at all. Maybe one of these days I'll actually buy the game. I don't know. Huh. Huh. Let's try dinking with the settings some more, now that I'm actually curious. Let's turn the graphics down from fancy to fast. Let's turn the render distance to 12 chunks again. Turn VSync off. And let's do fancy clouds. And let's just see what that does. Oh, right, well, let's raise the guy up here. Oh, I think VSync's still turned on. It's locked at 60. Oh yeah, I agree. This thing's gonna handle Vista so good. All right, here comes a bunch of chunk updates. Oh wow. Oh wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, granted, the graphics card is seriously slow, and it's not really liking to render that area in particular. It has to render way the hell down there, apparently. But even with all those chunk updates, it was still holding 60. So not bad. Yeah, let's go turn the FPS to unlimited. And let me make sure VSync's off. Yeah, it's off. I think it's because I'm not in full screen. I think that's why it's not going above 60. So let me see if I can put it in full screen here. Full screen on. Yeah, there we go. Now we're running at full 1440 by 900. Yeah, this thing is going to make a perfect 720p gaming computer. Absolutely. This thing is going to be perfect for 720p gaming. I actually had plans of wanting to get a GTX 460 for this computer, or for at least this build. I was going to get a 768 meg GTX 460 for this and pop that in, and I think that would be an absolute beast for Vista. Absolutely. Let's fly around a little bit some more. Yeah, it is just holding a solid 60 right now with those settings. I wonder if I should turn the chunk render distance up some more. See if I can make this thing choke. Oh, god damn it, I hit the quit button. Whoops. That's what happens when you're not paying attention to what you're clicking. So let's do maximum render distance and fancy graphics. Oh, actually, probably shouldn't do maximum render distance. That's probably going to make it choke, definitely. Let's do 18 chunks render distance. Back to game. And get the FPS display. Oh yeah, it's definitely struggling now that I turned the chunk render distance up a little bit. It's definitely going to be a little bit more jittery. It's staying in the dipped to the high 40s there. GTX 260 over the GTS 450. Probably from benchmark scores, I'd say the GTS 450 would be a little better. And it'd be a little bit easier on your energy bill, probably. That's just what I think. I haven't looked that up, so I'm not entirely sure. So don't take that for a grain of salt. I'm not sure. So this is at 18 chunks render distance with fancy graphics. And we're in the high 50s at 1440 by 900. And this is with the render scale at 100%, by the way. Oh, it's... I think there's a problem with the renderer because it's not keeping all the world rendered properly. This might be a driver problem. I'm thinking it's got something to do with the driver in Linux, because everything just seems to be popping in and out of the world. I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, see, the world just keeps disappearing around me, so that's got to be a driver problem. It has to be. It keeps re-rendering everything, which is not a good sign for the system, but... Alright, come on. Put some crap in the RAM. Seriously. Apparently, Linux thinks that this has a gigabyte of video memory when it doesn't. So maybe that's why everything keeps getting shoved out of the render, because This graphics card is only 512 megabyte, but it thinks it's 1 gig. So I think that's why it keeps tossing everything out of the render scene, because there's just not enough video memory to crap or to put inside of the frame buffer. But overall, we're sitting in mid 40s, mid to high 40s now that I'm on the ground. So I'm going to probably say that Linux is, for the most part, taking about 75% advantage of the graphics card in this computer. Oh, it really dipped down there. We're in the mid 30s now. Okay. So it's definitely hitting the limit of the 512 megs of video memory. It's definitely hitting the limit of it. But it's actually staying surprisingly composed. It really isn't that bad. And it actually doesn't look that bad either. I could totally see myself playing this. Oh, new recipes unlocked. I'm in creative mode, so I don't really care. So, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to turn the render distance down a little bit, you could totally play this. But this thing is definitely, I know for a fact, it's hitting the limit on the video frame buffer. It has to be, given that it keeps dropping out of the render. It keeps dropping and it keeps going to system RAM. So, yeah. But I'm seriously surprised. This is not bad at all for Linux, being that I'm playing this on a nearly 10-year-old system. That is... And the 6350 really isn't that fast of a card nowadays. It really isn't. I mean, personally, at the very least, you'd probably want a 6850 for something like this, just because you got a bigger frame buffer. And even then, the 6850 doesn't get any more driver updates from AMD, but it would perform considerably better than the 6350. But even then, I mean, seriously, this is not bad. Let's come down here into a mine here, and we'll see if I can... Oh, there's a zombie, but doesn't matter. I'm in creative mode. I'm not going to die. Let's grab us a... I'm going to assume that this isn't something over here. I'm going to probably have to craft some... No, I can have some redstone torches. Okay. We'll get the FPS display out of here, and let's toss a torch here or something. Toss a torch over there. Toss a torch there. Yeah. This is nice. That is nice. Alright, so I think that's pretty good, I think. So, that seriously impressed me. I'm not surprised that it did as well as it did, given the, the fact that it's a fairly okay graphics card. But, wow. Not bad for Linux, and I didn't even have to mess with any drivers. That's impressive. I don't know how much it's going to fare any better when it comes to Vista, but we're about to find out. So, I'm going to go ahead and pop the USB stick in for Vista into the USB port, and we'll reboot. One thing I should also do, I should grab my Xbox controller and plug it in. I know Windows Vista will have a built-in driver for the Xbox 360 controllers. I'm going to get this booting first. It's one of these buttons for the boot menu, which clearly it didn't register. Good old PS2. Oh, there we go. I got it this time. All right, let's go ahead and let that boot. It shouldn't take too long. It's a fairly new... Oh, sorry about the mess, guys. I'm having to untangle the controller here from the chair, my desk. Ah, damn it. Well, luckily that didn't break. Okay. Come on, boot up already. There we go. I'm installing the 64-bit version of Vista, but unfortunately my disk is an RTM disk, so I'm going to have to get the service packs downloaded from Microsoft, which is going to be great because they're like 500 megabytes and 700 and something megabytes respectively, which is not great at all. I do have a product key for Vista Ultimate, so I'm going to go and pop that in real quick. I have a legitimate key, so I'm going to stick that in. It's going to be entertaining if I have to activate it over the phone later. Alright, let's see. Why? I'm not saying it because this is actually still activatable. Well, some do, and some don't. It depends, honestly. I've never had a Wi-Fi problem with it capping at 40 megabits per second. Yes, I know this drive is not formatted as NTFS. Shut up. I know it's not. And go. And away we go. So while it does that, I do need to go to Asus's website, and I need to start downloading some drivers. Oh, geez. I figured you were going to join, goddammit. I was about to say in the chat that you should join the...
Hey, it's not my fault I had to sit around and dig with computer shit for 2.5 hours.
Well, I mean, you could have said no.
I didn't even know you wanted me to join, actually.
Well, I'm streaming right now.
I know you are. That's why you're in live stream chat. It's pretty obvious.
I could have been in general chat. What's the difference?
There's a pretty big difference.
Not really. In your mind, there is. Okay, so let's move some crap off my desk here, and let's...
I'm just going to replace my power supply.
Have fun. I get to replace power supply in the Vista
hard drive too.
So...
Actually, I should open the stream up. I just want to turn my computer back on.
I gotta plug this flash
drive.
drive.
Wonderful. So I'm playing with Windows Vista.
Yeah. Okay, so I just got done dealing with Ubuntu 18.04.
Oh, actually, a live PC world.
I don't know how well that's gonna go. Although, actually, given that, that might happen because I was thinking about wanting to swap out the motherboard out of this piece of crap thermal match case. That's really not that great of a case to begin with. And I was going to put it into that case where the Pentium 4 system is.
That Antec
That
one?
might actually be a stream.
Was it that Antec one you said had like a lot of bays?
Yeah, it had a few different hard drive bays and a lot of optical drive bays. Alright, let me see if I can remember what the model number is here. Let me see if I can remember what the model number is here. I think it's M3A78T. Yes, that is correct. Okay, good. I got it on the first try. I want drivers and utilities.
Absolutely nothing.
Shut up about your privacy policy, Asus. I know. Okay.
Oh my good lord, that is a lot of cables.
Wow. Alright, support.
Jordan.
Drivers. What?
You know that OneDrive problem you told me about yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Well, you jinxed it for me because that exact same thing happened to me today.
Oh, no!
I'm dead serious.
Oh, no!
I don't know how that happened, but it did.
I fucking hate that. I seriously do.
It's okay because I'm actually so much stuff on my computer.
I'm tired.
I just thought it was funny.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on here for the people on the stream. So here I have Vista 64-bit selected, and we got drivers. So I got a lot of stuff to install. I got chipset, I got USB, I got software utilities, I have others. That's really specific. LAN, audio, VGA for the integrated video, although I also have to go download the HD 6350 driver from AMD, and a BIOS. What was that? I was speaking over you.
My name is Alex, and I interrupt every sentence. Ow. Epic roast towards Alex.
He's not even in the voice chat, so.
Oh, well, you're gonna annoy him to get in anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's your job.
Oh, man.
That's your job. Sorry. Desktop graphics, Radeon HD series.
Pulling SATA cables and graphics.
Radeon HD 6000 series PCIe, Windows Vista 64-bit.
Okay, I'm gonna PCI one. I'm taking the fuck out of here.
No, I don't want to take a survey. Ooh, AMD Catalyst 13.251. That's not.
I don't like AMD.
That's not even the latest driver. That's funny. There's actually a newer driver for this card, but they didn't push it for Vista. So that's great. Anyway, it's 200. It has 208 megabytes. So let's go ahead and save file and get that going. It's not even like the legacy driver, which is kind of interesting. It doesn't even have. Oh look. I've been tagged in a post in Computer Enthusiast Master Race on Facebook. I don't know what this post is. Oh, it's just a poll. Okay. Yeah, the driver itself isn't even labeled as legacy. That's bizarre. It's strictly made for Vista. Huh.
No, it's made for Vista.
Vista. No.
Vista.
Switch the I and the A around, and you got Vasti.
God damn it.
What, did I steal that out of your mouth?
Oh, dear God.
Okay, we've got AMD VGA integrated thing. You got the BIOS, got to download because I don't know if that's up to date or not. Got sound.
Hey, wait, will this computer boot without a graphics card?
We got LAN. I'll download others because that does include an AHCI driver. AMD Cool and Quiet driver for Windows XP and 64-bit XP.
Cool and quiet, yeah, sure.
I like how it mentions. I like
XP.
how it mentions 64-bit XP, but it doesn't mention. It doesn't mention Windows Vista, even though Vista specified.
I want to talk about quiet. Look at my AMD app on XP.
Listen to my main machine, but I can't speak today.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, all the drivers have about 3.5 minutes left. Everything else is done, so
Well, let's try to
hooray
set
for
up
Century Scam Internet actually working. So, yay.
My internet's not been working. I just have a Century Scam clone. Or my version of a Century Scam.
I'm not even paying attention to the chat here. I'm having to go back and read everything. Ah, jeez.
Get some help.
I'm actually surprised my stream actually topped 9 views so far. Should I be scared that I'm popular?
9 views.
I should be scared.
Got 6 views total. 6 watching now.
Right, but I topped 9 views. I think that's like the second or third time I've done that.
What? Oh wait, the view count's inconsistent. I'm sorry.
It is definitely inconsistent. That's just the nature of YouTube. Okay, date modified. It's already set. Okay, cool. So I want all of those. Actually, I should probably make a folder called drivers, and then drag all those over. And Vista's on its first reboot. Malware bytes. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to make fun of your spelling on that. Oh,
What?
look at the YouTube chat.
That's exactly. That reminds me of when I said welcome. When I welcomed a mod.
Oh, jeez.
Because I'm a retard.
I actually had thoughts of wanting to make a quad-core XP custom build. But
God
I'm not
damn
sure.
it, Jordan, you probably depressed whoever that person that spelled it wrong.
Anyway. Let's see.
Oh, it does work. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Device not found. So if I put a hard drive in, will it work? I have no idea if this hard drive does work.
Oh, wow. If anybody's ever seen Windows Vista RTM setup, this is what it looks like.
It's Jordan. I've seen that like 20 million times.
I know they changed it in the later versions where they condensed this, but I still like this look better. It just looks much cleaner and more professional. Short.exe, stop responding, wait, close program. You broke Jordan! Anyway.
Wait, can I actually not put her on someone?
No. Patrick, you're too young to have an optical drive, I'm sorry.
Oh, huh. That's bad.
Dad says he didn't have permission to have an optical drive, so I can't give it to you.
Oh, no.
It's all Dad's fault, honestly. Anyway.
Well, you're not dad, so I wouldn't trust it.
Hello, board. I'm Dad. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for the fact that when Vista installs, my license is going to have installed like Windows Vista Home Premium and not Ultimate.
There we go.
I'm just waiting for that to happen.
It's better than having your computer missing a required license to activate Windows.
Oh, look! What are you talking about? The compact?
Yeah, on that compact.
Oh, right.
My compact. I put Vista Business on it. It said it was the computer is missing a required license. I was like, what the?
Because it requires a license. You can't just run Windows Vista for free.
Unless, as Jordan always says, it's Vista. Actually, no, it's Vista. So.
Vasti.
Where's my 80 gig hard drive?
Where's your brain?
Nowhere, because I don't have one.
That's the whole point, though. You're not supposed to have a brain if you're working on computers. You know, it's sad how many Toshiba hard drives I have lying around. Let's see, I have this 500 gig. I have this, I have the 640 gig. I think I have a 160 gig up there on the shelf somewhere. So I have like a lot of freaking Toshiba hard drives.
I'm a Seagate boy, so yeah.
Oh, I have a bunch of dead Seagate hard drives, if that makes you feel any better.
Amazingly, I've never had that bad luck with Seagate. Except
you know, it's actually kind of funny that all the Seagate hard drives that I've gotten, you know, or I've had, or let me rephrase that. All the bad Seagate hard drives that I've gotten were bad before I got them.
Well, there's that too.
So, that makes sense, don't you know? Oh, come on, reboot already. It said reboot already, Vista. Stop being on the black screen of death with a mouse cursor. This is not Windows 3.1. Oh, good, it just rebooted.
Wow.
Wow, amazing. Beep. Beep. I actually wonder if Asus still has that, if Asus still has that ExpressGate stuff for download. That's a feature of this motherboard that I want to see if they still have for download.
You have the best system when it says the keyboard's not found, press F2 to continue.
But don't you know you gotta press F2?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, amazing. Let me see if it's under others.
Wow, the sound of old hard drives spinning up. Keyboard error.
Oh, excuse me.
That's hot.
That's cold.
No, it's warm.
No, it's lukewarm.
Oh,
Okay, we're on the choose your username and picture screen. What should I set for my username? I should set name. I just type name, not name. Make it even better, we'll say that this account has your name on it. Ha! Ha! I'm funny. Anyway. For now, I won't set a password. I want to make sure this goes quickly. This is the Vista-PC. I'll set the bamboo as my default wallpaper. Use recommended settings. Sure, that's fine. This is a home location. And why, thank you. Anyway. I can take this out and swap it with this. And of course, you all know Vista loves to get stuck at this phase where it tries to do the Windows Experience Index.
Oh dear lord, listen to this hard drive.
I heard it. That sounded loud.
Can you hear it?
I heard it clunking.
Oh my god.
Although I have like 1,000 different fans running in my room right now, so I can't really hear.
Well, then again, that hard drive's a 10,000 RPM hard drive, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you can probably hear it. You can probably hear it underneath all these freaking fans in my room.
Good lord. This is why this hard drive is not my main.
You could make it your main, but you don't have to.
It's only 80 gigs, so I'll pass. Listen to this hard drive.
It could be your new boot drive. Getting it done just got more fun. Not really. It's now safer and easier to connect with the people who matter most, whether these billboards decide they want to go too fucking fast.
Did you hear that?
Yes. I know the people on the stream can't, but, you know.
Like the music.
Yeah, I should probably do that, hence why I got this Antec case down there. I thought about wanting to take all of my largest hard drives that I own, which is one terabyte and mostly 500 gigs. Yeah, and I should actually, that'd be kind of interesting to make a little RAID array and make a server running a lightweight server operating system. Hell, I could even run it on a Pentium 4 if I wanted to, but honestly, though, I'd probably run it on something with a little bit more FSB speed and less energy consumption, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh my god, that hard drive's gonna piss me off.
The cats are going to piss me off.
Where did you knew that?
They're pissing me off.
No, they're passing you off.
No, they're pissing me off. Fa. Oh, the sound works.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Sound works right out of the box. Nice. I think it's because it's a SoundMax integrated audio thingamabobber.
Nice.
Yeah, Core 2 Duo would probably be just fine for file server duty. I mean, it's the fastest thing in the world, but should be more than competent.
Let's play a game. How long will it take for me to clone my old copy of Windows 7 in my new hard drive? That's like
All damn night.
Yep, I'm gonna be up till 3 in the morning.
On my live chat.
This hard drive is still trying to boot up Windows 10.
That's sad.
The sad reality is this is a 10,000 RPM hard drive. Shut up, computer.
I thought that was mine for a second.
No, it's mine. It's like sitting here at the desktop. I said, shut up.
No, it doesn't want to. Stop hurting its feelings, Patrick.
Oh my god, for the third time. I'm just getting bombarded with dialog boxes. I just want to use my computer on this unusable hard drive.
And here we go. We're at the Vista desktop. Awesome.
Yeah, 537 RPM. It's not terrible.
Screw with them a lot. Oh, I've got the perfect machine for that. Hang on. I have this HP G60 laptop, and it's going to get recycled at some point because it's really not worth fixing. It's based on a 2.1 gigahertz Turion 64X2, and the screen actually has some damage, even though it's not cracked, and the hinge is fucked. So, and there's no speakers. The speakers are completely removed from this laptop, and it runs super freaking hot. Like, it's got thermal paste, but it runs so goddamn hot. It's amazing. So.
Yeah, you have an AMD CPU.
Yeah, it's a Turion 64X2. Well, that shouldn't surprise anybody. All right, well, we got networking working, so obviously it's downloading updates in the background, which is lovely. Yep, Phenom 9850, 2.5 gigahertz. This is stock. I have not overclocked this computer. And as you can see, 4 gigs of RAM, which should be plenty for Vista 64-bit. So,
I had G60, but it was like Portugal based, and it was Windows Vista.
Let's see if this activates over the internet. Go ahead, activate Windows Online now.
Okay. Compress contents. Okay.
I'm calling it now, Steven. I'm going to have to call Microsoft to activate this. I'm calling it now.
I love how there's a person that's called no quotations.
No, if you want to... Called it. I'm gonna have to call them. I called it. The Vista never gets old. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Microsoft activation. I'm gonna have to activate it over the phone.
I just locked the computer up trying to compress my disk image.
Nice. Alright, well, I'm not gonna be able to set the resolution I want, so I'm gonna have to set 1280 by 960 for the moment. Actually, this monitor handles 1280 by 960 decently well. I love these HP displays. They're very flexible with resolutions, especially the higher end ones. You can run like 320 by 240 all the way up to freaking their native resolution just fine. Any like weird odd resolutions, it just seems to handle them with no complaints, unless you have an odd refresh rate, of course. Then it just bitches at you. Oh, for 8-bit potato, I don't know if he got the look at this CPU. It's a AMD Phenom 9850 quad core at 2.5 gigahertz. It's at stock speeds right now because I haven't overclocked it. But if I come down here and enable my flashlight, look at this big ass CPU cooler. I mean, look at this thing. This thing could probably easily take like a 500 megahertz overclock with no problems. Key for what? Because I was telling what's his name, Stephen Barber, that my key is legitimate. It just needs to be activated over the telephone. All right, well, let's go ahead and start with the video driver. We'll get that out of the way, since the sound and the networking is working just fine. Of course, when Windows Vista is downloading updates in the background, it has to choke the CPU, of course, and the disk. So we're going to be here a bit. I always forget about that out of the box. Whenever you set to have it automatically download and install updates, it chokes everything for itself. So yeah, we're going to be here a few seconds at the very least.
Oh man, not a few hours.
Yeah, we might even be here a few hours given Vista. Oh, actually not too bad. Okay. Alright. And this is going to allow us to have Windows Aero because the 6350, of course, has support for that. I gotta clean my case. It's like friggin' disgusting.
It's trying to report the problem of Microsoft when that antenna's not even plugged in.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's still has internet, so maybe I won't plug that antenna back in. Alright. Explorer.exe.
Corrupts it.
I just want to copy my stinking...
It's not gonna let you, Patrick. Stop. Stop it. It's not gonna let you. Okay, install. I want a custom install. Next. Yes, create the folder. But can't run my sweeper. Oh, wow. Look at how old that Gaming Evolved app is. Alright, select all. Next. Accept. 36% complete downloading updates. Well, no wonder it's so slow. Where's it even at?
Your internet's making mine lag. Stop that.
Aw, sorry. I can't help you with that today. Would you like to have a 5% off discount on your next purchase at newegg.com? Or in this case, newegg.ca. I should stop being an asshole. That's not funny.
Does that translate to 1%?
Does it translate to 1%? Jesus.
This computer has been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to reload Explorer and I can't do it.
What do you expect? It's Windows.
No, it's the hard drive. It's junk.
GTX 780 i5 8 gigs of RAM. That's not too bad. I need a CPU gauge actually. Let me grab one real quick.
Oh, I got What's that?
Steve Harvey's joined the chat, but his mic's muted, of course.
You said that as soon as you indefinitely yourself. Oh dear God, he's typing in the chat.
Oh no.
Alright, here's what we do. I'm gonna play Jordan.
No, you know what we do? There's one word that starts with a K. You want to know what it is? God damn it.
Welcome back to... Oh. I thought he said welcome back to the anus.
Welcome back to the anus. Well, that'll make the stream at SFW real quick. Not like it already is in SFW to begin with, given how many times I probably said the F word.
Oh, you got a GTX 780 for solitaire.
Gotta have all 4 FPS?
Oh man, he actually typed that. Welcome back to the anus.
That needs to be quoted and put in our server as a pinned thingamabobber.
You're the only one that can pin crap.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't be talking unless you're actually going to do it.
No, that's when you do it in your own server.
Will restarting in help?
What's my phone at for battery? I'm at 38%. Oh my god, .NET Framework 4.5. Can you install any slower? Warning, the screen may flicker or go blank during installation of .NET Framework 4.5. Ah, jeez. That doesn't exist.
Oh, wow, that's sad.
You know, I actually have the 2013 Tomb Raider, so if I can get that to work in a future video or stream, I'll actually test that out on camera. Because I actually own that on Steam, and I might actually install it on this system.
Desktop HDD. Uh-oh, I see unread messages.
I got a call one time from the fake IRS, hung up on them, and then I got a call from Mike. That's great. Yeah, it's the generic response of I work in IT and they always hang up. No, that's when you say I don't own a computer.
No, I use Linux.
You lose. No, I like the response of I like the response of freaking Hang on. Terabit per second or terabyte per second internet speeds for a small price of $1,499 per month. Hey, sign me up. That's just like 100% of my monthly income. It's fine. Actually, I don't even have that much in monthly income to begin with.
There you go. There's
All right, give me just 1 second.
Going nuts.
I'm navigating to Mozilla's FTP, and of course, Internet Explorer doesn't know how to properly recognize that. It always puts an FTP link, so you have to do HTTP first.
You always need Jordan's ceiling. Next time they call, give me the phone.
Yeah, you'll probably have a good time. You know, honestly, one of these days I want to try a stream where I have a virtual machine set up to where I can actually like prank call people or prank call the tech support people.
I screwed the price up. It's not $14.99. It's $14,099.
Oh, definitely sign me up. I can afford that. Not really. I can totally afford that. All right, so I'm just downloading Firefox for Windows Vista right now, which is 52.7.3 extended support release. Because unfortunately Vista doesn't run Firefox Quantum as things go.
I'm never using this hard drive again.
And why is that?
Because it's more annoying than you.
And I'm really annoying.
Yeah, we knew that.
Well, I'm the local Jordan. Of course I'm going to be. Oh, excuse me.
That's healthy.
Yeah, we're just waiting on .NET 4.5 to install right now, which is very exciting. And some good old Windows updates. I'm surprised it hasn't choked the stream yet, given that how much it's probably downloading right now. Oh, good. .NET 4.5 finally installed. Good God, that took forever. No!
Well, that's sad.
Fail.
You're usually like PC building sim.
If I had the money, I would, but I'm not going to bother pirating it because I'd probably play for like 5 minutes and that's it. Actually, no, I'd probably put some more time into it, but still.
Okay.
Jordan.exe stop responding, yeah.
Jordan.exe stop responding. That's an old meme. 55 minutes remaining. Oh, yes.
Gotta plug my phone again.
Oh, Lord. Where's your Ubuntu?
We already passed that. Ooh, I love this. Windows WCP other failure too. What's this?
Yeah, we did kill Ubuntu. We played Minecraft on it. Minecraft is for 9-year-olds, so for Ubuntu. Do I spot a Linux fanboy?
Nope. Well, apparently we got some mini-dump files already. I don't know where those. I don't know where the hell those came from. Whatever. This is not gonna work, but I'm gonna. This is not gonna work, but I'm gonna send them anyway.
Sad.
I can't get solutions for my problems. They shut down the server for that. Okay, I just gotta sit down. My feet hurt. Oh no, shit! It's actually reporting the problems. No way. it just went through problem number 2, and it actually sent the first one. I've never had that work ever since Vista went out of support. There's no way in hell that's actually working.
Because you don't have luck.
You don't have luck.
No,
Aww. Solutions are available online only. Make sure you're online and try again. I am online, damn it. What the hell? The hell, I am online. Okay, here comes the display driver. It's installing now. Prepare for the screen to blink.
Lose monitor up.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, crap, fails.
Oh no.
Oh, it's going to make me restart before the driver kicks in. That's just how Vista does its things. Knowing my luck, as soon as I go to restart, it's going to configure all those damn updates that it's downloading in the background. And it's going to take like a year to restart.
I'm curious what the optical drive is going to work. Oh, Windows 98 I've seen this come on.
Mom walked in the door, yay.
Actually, I'm real.
Well, that's still doing its thing, so that's going to be a little bit. What? The air conditioner's not on as an air conditioner. I'm just using it as a vent. Because your house was like sweating hot earlier. Yes, I have. I went to school and I did some other things and I was supposed to go to a job call, but the people weren't home. So I've kind of been all over the place. And there's no room in the back of the truck for that garbage sack, but I'm not going to put it outside so the trash gets littered all over the porch. So you're kind of having to...
Yeah, it'll fit in the back. It'll fit in the back.
Oh, failures occurred during installation. Well, no crap, because an error message came up.
Oh, I see why you had this here. Sorry.
Yeah, it was like sweating hot in my room, so... Okay, please tell me at least the driver... Okay, good, the display driver was a success, so I can restart and have the display driver actually function, so yes, restart. Annoying mom.exe. Come on, Windows Update. Okay. Oh good, it was just downloading updates, at least so far. Huh? A little while ago, go ahead and let her out. My face is green. So are my teeth. Not really. I set you guys down because I kind of want to not have my phone be so dang hot, which it is. The stream is dying. I blame the internet mostly because it was downloading updates. Yeah, sure. Give me just a second. I'm going to unplug one of my things in here so that way I can get my phone charging here. So. Let me do that here real quick. Life fighting the Jordan. I should just leave this chat room altogether. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants the invite to the Discord link, it's on my YouTube channel as well under the About section. So, just keep that in mind. Probably because the stream is at 144p because Sentry Scan works wonderfully. But at least we do have a display driver. That's a good sign. At least I hope. Let's go set the native resolution. Oh, we got Catalyst Control Center. But do we have a display driver? I don't know. No, my luck, it probably didn't work. Oh, it did work. Good luck. Apparently this is not a 6350, it's actually a 5450 somehow, even though the driver for the 6350 works just fine. I guess Vista misdetected the graphics card, or the driver was the wrong one, but there you can see it's a 5450 apparently. So, okay. Now we know.
Your stream is working very well.
I bet it is. I bet my stream is at like 144p and it looks excellent.
Yep.
It's because Mom walked in the door. That's why.
That's pretty good.
Alright, Windows Aero, enable.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We have a new person inside of the live stream chat.
I don't know who that is, so I won't
Must-
make fun of him.
I think it's that one person who's looking for the Dan stream YouTube gaming thingamabobber. I think. And there we go. We got Windows Aero working just fine, so cool. Alright, so now I have display drivers, so now the next thing I want to get installed is the chipset.
Oh dear, Jordan, you're luring people in here.
Oh no! Anyway. And of course, typical Vista doesn't know how to extract the zip file, so it takes forever.
Oh man, I exposed this house playing.
Patrick, you know you're running Windows Vista when it takes over a minute to extract the zip archive?
Hello, I'm Steve Harvey.
God damn it.
Gordon Ramsay never disappoints. Or Steve Harvey. Uh-oh. He's offended now because I called him Gordon Ramsay.
No, he's trademark.
Well, that's sad. I'm going to die.
Don't. Suicide's bad for your health. Don't do it.
Really? I don't care about this second. I'm gonna mention one of your mods called oh dear lord.
Okay, so now we're installing all the chipset stuff, and in addition we got the, I think, the integrated display drivers in there too, somewhere. But at least this is the chipset, so we're gonna let that do its thing. And then, let's see, we'll get the Ethernet. That probably is a useful thing that we can do. All right. I can pull out the USB stick, actually. Well, I got drivers, but since it's already working, I'm just letting them run in the background. Oh god. We have a rolling audio loop. Oh no. I think he's doing it on purpose so it haunts me. And he muted his mic. I don't have homework. That was due yesterday night. Yes, and I got them turned in. Oh my god, Northbridge filter driver, would you freaking hurry up? Anyway, I'm done. I'm probably piss everybody off in the viewing audience.
Hey, well, I'm gonna get dinner started. You can get some plates in the dishwasher for me.
Oh man.
Well, I'm in the middle of streaming, so I mean, I'd have to stop the whole stream if I'm going to do that. Oh well.
Where is my hand?
I should probably stop the stream anyway, just because of the fact that my phone's kind of getting hot. Oh, another reboot. Yay. Well, so far it's going to potentially be a pretty decent little Windows Vista computer. Seems to run it quite well.
Oh wow, the disk has failed.
The disk has failed.
Where is the disk?
Oh god, you're making me think of that. You're making me think of that one thing where it was You're making me think of this one video I was watching the other day, where the person was saying, "Where's the text?"
No. Yeah, it must have came disconnected from the computer.
Knowing your luck, that's probably what ended up happening. I'm surprised what's his name's not in the voice chat. He usually participates in my streams. It's my favorite noise. I love fan noise.
The SATA cable is actually screwed up. Anyone want to help me? Ping Alex.
He's sitting there playing Call of Duty, so good luck getting a response out of him.
Shut up before I meet you.
Rude.
Too bad.
Alright, well, it's taking an eternity to shut down for some reason. I don't know why, but it's taking an eternity to shut down, but I'm not going to press the reset button because it's actually doing something.
Oh wow, it's not being detected.
Well, I'm debating on whether or not I actually want to do like a part 2 stream, because I do have to go do some things. But at the same time, I kind of want to keep this stream going just because I have some people actually inside of the chat. So probably should get the chores done, but it sounds like Mom's already doing them, and then I'm gonna get blamed for being lazy and blah 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 blah. Even though, cat, shut up. That begins. Cat.exe is stopped. Oh, if it makes you feel any better, there's a bunch of cats in our house, so yeah. Yeah, let's go chase after one of them right now. It's a meow meows. It's a meow meow. Well, that disconnected. It's meow meows. It's meow meows. It's a boo boo. What an asshole, Tyler. Come on. Be nice. Oh, I gotta turn on my flash. Whoops. There, now you can probably see the cat. It's a boo boo. Da boo boo. Alright, run away, back to the room.
Oh, I was just doing some dishes up and I thought I heard something over the water. Turn the water off and turned up my phone going off.
Hey Patrick, if it makes you feel any better, Windows Vista still hasn't restarted yet.
Cool.
I'm just looking over the chat here. Yeah, that hard drive light's got some activity going on it, so I'm not going to reset it. It's just It's been almost 5 minutes, and it's still shutting down, apparently. I'm almost wondering if it's configuring chipset stuff on the shutting down screen. Almost.
I was looking forward to a laptop video.
5 hours later, and Vista's still up. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen, knowing my luck. It's gonna almost take as long as even the Pentium 2 when it was running Vista is faster than this thing. So
Because AMD.
AMD's, yeah.
Wait, is it actually AMD? I thought it was Intel.
There's no Intel inside the AMD chips.
Yeah, it's Intel outside.
Intel outside. Yeah, because you're the intelligent person who's using the AMD chip inside. Stop dying.
Thanks for making the obvious obvious.
It was already obvious.
Thank you.
Yay. I need to get another 23-inch 1080p. AMD's nuts. Yeah, x86 was made by Intel, but guess what? 64-bit was made by AMD. Because Intel had their Itanium line, which was 64-bit, before they adopted the AMD 64 or x86-64 standard that was created by AMD. If I remember my history.
Yeah, that's what it's Intel outside. It's AMD inside.
Vista, would you shut down already? God damn.
Alright, now I can see the hard drive.
Oh, finally! Vista shut down and restarted. Oh my god.
It doesn't restart, it shuts down and restarts.
It just finally restarted. I bet you somebody had a stopwatch going. They're probably timing that. It was at least 5 minutes. No cats in my room. Out. Get out.
Okay, so now I need to restart.
Okay. What time even is it? Oh, it's 6:50. What's this thing at? Oh, 77%. Okay. Ooh, good glitch there. Good graphics glitch. Okay. George, I thought I told you out of my goddamn room. Come on. I gotta stop throwing that hand. Told you out of my room. Get out.
Jordan, I'm blaming your young Leonis deleting all my stuff.
Before it syncs to OneDrive?
No, yeah.
Or it syncs to OneDrive. That's the meme of the day, considering what's just happened to me recently. Another restart. Damn it. I'll restart later. Let me at least install the Ethernet real quick. Oh, all that dialogue's gone. Look at that performance Aero flip, man. Man, that is smooth. Usually Vista era PCs struggle with this, but this thing, it's perfect. Look at that. Not bad. I have to get some more windows on that thing. See house rooms, Jordan room. Oh my god. Alrighty. Get the Ethernet hardware installed. I don't know. I guess I'm a house now. Well, this is probably also going to cause a restart of the computer. I do blame the hard drive partially for why it's a little slow. No cats. a sec. No cats. Come on. No cats in the room.
My Goodwill sucks has closed book and overpriced.
I know I'm waiting for a BSOD as well because I'm on RTM Vista.
Yeah, well, my goal is not to be in town. However, I've got to look at, Jordan's going to college.
All right, so now I get to wait for another possible 5-minute reboot. Oh, good, not this time. I was waiting for it to take another 5 minutes to restart, but no, I actually didn't this time. I should check how hot the hard drive is, just to make sure that it's not overheating. Oh, it's fine. Hard drive is perfectly cool to the touch, so that's awesome. I'd like to be able to reuse all the fans I put in this case in another case, because they're light up purple Corsair 120mm quiet fans. They're very nice. What was that? I didn't have my volume turned up. Hang on. Purple. Oh, it's starting up a little faster. It's getting settled in. It's starting up a little faster now.
The one that has the iOS wallpaper. Computer wallpaper.
Okay. Well, that broke the Ethernet for now. Nope, it's connected now. Okay. Whatever, that was... Exactly. Who needs the internet? Internet's for strange people, like, not me.
Yeah, maybe that's one who has terrible internet. Put an SSD in that baby and she'll run like a pig.
Oops. It'd probably still run like a pig, knowing Vista.
Vista is a pig.
You're a pig.
Thanks. Like a boss. There's a big difference between a boss and a pig.
Boss hog.
Both of them are
Yeah. What is up with how long it takes to extract a zip file? What is up with this? Come on, Vista, get it together. Get it together, Vista. I said no cats in my room. I said no. Cats don't ever listen to me. God.
No means yes.
Yeah, according to the cats, no means yes anyway. Fuck.
I will be back to that.
Don't die. I really should clean my desk too. You should be sleeping right now. Well, I would sleep if, well, yeah. Well, that and I have to eat dinner and then I gotta clean myself up because I gotta be at a job call tomorrow about noon. Although, yeah, that's gonna be great when I have to take garbage as well, so yay. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Well, this thing's actually not too loud, actually. It's pretty quiet. Oh, it was a Realtek high-def audio. That's why I was able to install. Normally, the Realtek ones are the ones that install automatically by default in Windows. ME and above. Well, certain ones anyway. Usually the SoundMax ones require a driver. Drive B's. Use the / It doesn't work. You didn't use the backslash. You used the / man. Come on. You didn't do a good job. Come on. Using an iPad keyboard. Alright, I got sent an attachment on Facebook. I'll just open it up here on my Android. Yeah. Of course, the Wi-Fi is off on the Android for no real reason why. I don't know. That's the one thing I hate about this particular S7, is that it doesn't figure out what a Wi-Fi network is.
Yeah, I'm learning it well from you. I'm like, whatever.
Yakima's biggest yard sale. Aw, I can't go.
Is your mom like on a call or something?
Yes, she's on the phone. She always is on. She's always on the phone.
Oh, darn. I'm sorry, but your stomach is terrible.
All right, give me just a second. I thought I sent the fucking cats in my room.
Hey, cats are gonna come in and go. So, better understand that.
No, they're gonna stay out of my room. Whether they like it or not.
My adapter for my plug-in.
I don't know.
It was here in the wall, so you must have moved it. Yes, you did. Don't tell me you don't know.
Well, who knows what the cats do in your house?
Yeah.
I set it there on that table. Who knows if it's still there on the table? Because knowing your cats, they probably drop shit on the floor. All right. I think 2 hour. I think 2 hours is probably. I think 2 hours is probably pretty good for a stream. So I'll probably go ahead and cut it off here because I'm gonna go eat and get some other stuff done, and I'm gonna go fight with cats. So I'm probably go ahead and cut the stream here because by this point it's probably just gonna be like driver installation and Windows updates and such. So nothing really exciting. So I'll probably go ahead and cut the stream here, and then maybe make a follow-up video or follow-up stream to the everything. Get out. So yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna be streaming nothing but the Windows Vista shutdown screen. So yeah, an hour and a half. Wow. Yeah, time really flies when you're having fun, apparently. At least around here. Because yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, and I'm gonna go eat and, well, potentially eat, and then yeah, install some updates, install some drivers, install some software, and in the future, some games. Although I'm going to wait on the games portion just because of the fact that I'm going to get another hard drive installed in the computer, but I can't do it with the current power supply that it has, so yeah.
Well, so yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm going to cut the stream, so yeah. So, alrighty guys, I'm going to go and cut the stream here, so I'll go ahead and see you guys later.